Cassie Lomas and I'm the Makeup Ambassador for Be. I'm going to show you how to be creative with Volume 4 of the Art Edition palette. There's a choice of 4 great colours to create a really dramatic look. Now you could blend them all together or you could choose one. I'm going to use a couple of tones. Now I'm going to use this blue on the outside corners of the eyes to create almost a bit of a wing effect, to create a really nice V shape. I'm going to apply some underneath the eye as well. Just look up for me.
Do you use a thinner brush for that?
Yeah, use a thinner brush, but you want to elongate the eye from the corner all the way in so that it's like a fluid line. You want the lower line to blend into the top line. So it starts from there and fluidly moves along. I'm going to use the silver tone with a fluffy brush and do a light wash all over the lower lid, blending into that navy blue.
How come you'd use a fluffy brush?
Just so that you get a much lighter coverage.
Okay.
The fluffier your brush, the thinner the coat of colour.
Could you also spray it with water? I've heard that you can spray it with water and then dab it on. Doesn't it make it more intense?
Yeah, do you know what? If you use any eyeshadow wet, you can create like a liquid. So I'm actually going to use the darkest silver tone as a liquid eyeliner. So I've dipped my brush into water. I'm just going to apply eyeshadow onto that brush. Smooth it off onto the back of your hand. You can see you're getting a really nice paste there. And I'm going to apply this right by the lash line. This just gives a lot more intensity and drama to the eye.
It's good for the smoky look.
Yeah, it is, and it doesn't take too much work. If you're not good at your liquid eyeliner like me, this is a lot easier to use. It's much more user-friendly when you do it with an eyeshadow. I'm just going to blend the outside corner of this a little bit, just to soften.
You'd use a clean brush for that.
I'm using a clean brush, yeah, and this just takes a little bit of the product off. Now I'm going to use the highlighter. You can use your finger or I'm using a brush just to sweep underneath the brow.
Does this make it really stand out?
Yeah, it really helps to lift your eye. And also, if I rub it over the corner of where I've done that wing, it just softens it slightly. And then you want to also put this just on your cheeks, on the top of your cheekbones and up towards your temple. I always like to use a little bit of highlighter over the Cupid's bow too, and in the centre of the lips because it helps to give a really nice fullness to them.
Would you keep the lips quite nude for this look?
Yeah, when you're doing something really smoky and really graphic, it's nice to have quite a nude lip. Now there's 2 different shades of blusher. We've got a peachy and a pinky tone. So depending on what colour that you use for eyeshadow would depend on what colour blusher that you use. With the blue, it's really nice to use a peach tone, and with the silvers, it's really nice to use a pink. So because the blue is the primary colour in this, I'm going to go for a peach. Just smile for me. You don't want too much colour on the cheeks because the eyes are so intense, so it's got to be quite soft. Again, because we've done such a dramatic eye, I want to use a fairly neutral tone lip. So I'm going to go for the lighter tone, which is Doll's House. And this is keeping in the kind of peachy tone that we did the blusher to. So just a really lightweight wash. Blot your lips together for me. Make sure you get right up to the lip line. Your lip line is actually the white line that you see running around outside of the pink. So always make sure you make full use of the space that you've got. And I'm going to finish this look with lots of mascara and a navy blue kohl pencil inside the waterline. Always soften the pencil on the back of your hand first.
What does that do?
It just helps to warm the colour so it'll transfer a lot easier onto the eye. Just look up for me. Tip the lid down and really run back and forward plenty of times until you've got a really good base of colour.
Do you put it on the top one too?
Yes, I do. Once you put it on the bottom, it will automatically transfer into the top waterline. But if you're not too squeamish and you can do it, I would most certainly line the top as well. Just look down for me. For this look, you really want to pile on the mascara.
Kind of like a rock chick look, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you can do a lot more of a subtle version of it, but I've really wanted to go for it and be creative on this one.
You put them on the bottom as well.
Always, yeah. When you've got a really dark smoky eye, it's really important that you put mascara on the bottom. Because you've got such dark eyeshadow, you really need to define where the lashes start and stop. So mascara is the best way to do that. Otherwise, it can just end up looking all a bit too dark. So Chloe's ready for her evening out. And the best thing about this palette is you can be as creative as you want and make the look individual to you.